Let's talk about banks for a second. In my opinion, and this is only an opinion, I'm not an accountant or CPA. I'm not a financial planner. So I'm not a lawyer. So take the advice of me sparingly. Go talk to your other counselors to make sure that what I'm telling you is accurate for you and your finances. But banks are the most difficult to work with. And here's one of the problems that I found. I'll tell you another story. I know a gentleman that was going to get money through private lending, and it was going to be too expensive. So what he did was he went and applied to a bank, his local bank. And he thought his local bank was going to do the loan because the commercial loan officer told him that the bank could do the loan. 3 months into the transaction, thousands of lost dollars later, the bank comes to the end of it. Even though he met the credit criteria and the cash criteria, the bank declined the loan. Do you know why they declined the loan? Well, number one, banks require a certain occupancy rate. Typically, banks are going to require a certain occupancy rate in a portfolio of homes that are being refinanced. Banks often don't like to do your first transaction. They don't like to do the first deal because they want you to walk through the process of learning. Private money, let's go, private lenders, then banks. Private money, private lenders, and then banks, right? Private money, hard money, and then banks. And so a lot of banks don't want to do your first deal. They don't want to do your first transaction. They don't want you to make your mistakes on the bank's dollar. You also have to have a certain occupancy rate. You have to have certain collection rates. You have to have certain profit margins on your stuff. And won't tell you that up front. They'll just tell you that we need a minimum credit score of X and that the loan's got to be a minimum of X number of dollars and that it'll be for these terms. And then they gather all your information. They take months to try to close the loan and it doesn't close.